Hello again, friend. Roadrunner 12 is here. Out for another walk with Rocky. Creatures of habit, both of us, it seems. It's got a lot cooler here in South Cumbria. Overcast, but it's nice. It's nice for walking. So, quite interesting that I noticed there's been a campaign, Raise the Colours in the UK, to have more pride, civic pride in your national flag, in your country. Some, depending on your political persuasions, look at it as racist and far right and all those throwaway words and comments. Whereas I'm a veteran. I've always had flags, Union Jacks flying in my back garden. The only difference is I've now put one on the front door. Those of you in America won't think anything of seeing the United States flag on the front door. Commonplace. And so it should be. There's nothing wrong with it. People from all walks of life, ethnicities, religions in America don't have a problem with their national flag, the Stars and Stripes. And I don't have a problem with the Union flag or the St George's Cross of England. It was notable that it had a lot of likes. A lot of people watched it, and I thought that was excellent, because it's topical at the minute in the press. So I just want to say I don't have a problem. I fought for that flag for my country, and I will most likely be buried with that flag on top of my coffin. You might have a different opinion, and that's up to you. But that's my position on it. So, thanks for those that followed me off the back of that. Much appreciated. I've only got a couple of hundred, but it's going the right way. Thanks very much. And if you are watching this for the first time, it would mean a hell of a lot to a veteran if you liked and subscribed. As I've mentioned before, if people have watched my previous videos, it really does help with my PTSD focusing on something like this and writing my books. Just getting to our little place again, where Rocky has a little drink from the back. But yeah, the writing of the books has certainly helped me over the years. Here we go, Rocky. Respect, son. It's not as hot at the moment, so you might not be that bothered about having a drink. There you go. What do you think? But anyway, I'm sure you'd rather look at Rocky's face than my face, and I don't blame you. He's going a bit grey, but he's still a little pup to me. Sorry about that. Back to my face. So yeah, I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but when I fire up my PC and the news comes on, headlines and MSN and what have you, there seems to be a hell of a lot about aliens at the moment, which a few years back you would have been met with ridicule if you'd said you believed in cold little green men. What are you smoking, eating magic mushrooms, and all the rest of it. However, even the American government now practically admitted there is unexplained phenomena up there, i.e. when they released footage of the Tic Tac. If you don't know what I mean, go and look it up online. It was a Navy aircraft carrier that picked up unidentified flying aircraft going at such an incredible speed that they couldn't. It defied the laws of physics, basically. So, yeah, I mean, everybody's got their opinions again, same as religion. Now, my opinion on this is the universe is so huge, vast. In fact, when I first thought about infinity, think about infinity, something that you could get in a spaceship and travel into space forever. Now, when I first looked at that, thought about it deeply, I got a headache, because you always want something at the end. What's behind the wall? It's just mind-blowing. So my personal belief is there will be other life forms in the universe. But the fact that it's becoming almost mainstream to talk about it does make me wonder if governments are going to use the alien extraterrestrial phenomenon as another method of control. I'll just let Rocky off here. Can you see the sheep over there? They'll be enjoying the cooler weather. Certainly will. So yeah, if you look up online, there's some people would describe as a conspiracy theory, Operation Blue Beam, I think it's called, where governments will use a fake alien type invasion as a method of control. Now, if you think back to, well, certainly think back to this country, during COVID, we were all terrified. At first we were, and many still are. We were all terrified of COVID-19. And this enabled the government to basically lock us all up in our houses. Millions and millions and millions of us did stay in our houses and did exactly what the television told us to do. So I wouldn't put it past globalist powers to do the same thing, except this time use an alien excuse. It's a good topic for discussion. But especially where I live at the minute, I'm on about the country as a whole, there's a lot of tension, and you've got to be extremely careful about what you say. But if they were worried about mass civil unrest, they would certainly try and use anything in the book to keep a lid on it. Just my 10 pennies worth. As some of you might say, a load of, I don't believe it is a swear word, YouTube bollocks. In fact, a group that I used to really like, still like, the Sex Pistols, had a very famous album and a t-shirt that I've got called Never Mind the Bollocks, Here's the Sex Pistols. So there you go. Anyway, Rocky Steven's as well. He's certainly enjoying it and getting fitter. I think, like me though, he's got a little bit of arthritis, so we're going to mention it to the vet and see what treatment we get, because when he lies down he squeals a little bit, cries. I've got arthritis in my right wrist, and I know how painful it can be if I bang it. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my little gossip, and I'll be uploading further stuff. I hope you're enjoying the AI stuff for my book. Obviously it's not going to be perfect because it's interpreting what you say, but certainly the words I put in. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like I say, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, please like, please follow, please share on social media. We're open at 12 out.